With me wanting to make a Skybound collection, it was inevitable that I was going to have to make the custom characters that Skybound has produced, such as Shredhead, and then other characters that are definitely in the comics. So it was about time I made a Bulkhead, and I did not want to just go out and flat out buy a Legacy Bulkhead, because I kind of have a distaste for that mold. Not just because it's not Transformers Prime Bulkhead at all, I really don't care about the stylization that much anymore, it's just that it's not that much of a good mold anymore, and I'm just kind of bitter to it, because it's just kind of trash. So I wanted to make a different one and a more scale accurate looking one to Skybound, and I did. But this technically isn't my custom. Oh yeah, an intro. Trans Bulkhead. Now this custom is technically inspired by William1 on Instagram and Twitter. He made a really good looking Skybound Bulkhead when he first got revealed using the Earthrise Ironhide mold and giving him some like new 3D printed pieces.
They weren't 3D printed, I'm just stupid.
It looks amazing, but I don't have a 3D printer and I can't be bothered to buy any 3D printed parts, so I just repainted him. I just went the lazy route. And to be honest, I really like him. I love the way the green came out, the gray, the silver, the black, the fist. Wait a second. Yeah, so this is just an accessory I got for Easter, and I just kind of slapped it on him. It looks kind of cool, doesn't it? It's a tiny little bulkhead, but that's not really part of the custom, so get off. But yeah, I am super happy with how the paint came out. Just everything down to like the matte finish and then the glossy finish for the windows. It all just like kind of comes together, and yeah, it's just so cool. Now the head, I did use a Legacy Bulkhead head because I own 2 Legacy Bulkheads, so I just had a spare head. And I used some blocky parts for the ball joint, but due to the way Bulkhead's ball joint socket is placed in his head, and I, placed the blocky's ball joint in there, it kind of makes his head a little bit off-center now, so that's kind of not good, but I mean, it works. He can look up and down a lot, so it sort of works, but it just kind of looks weird. The only thing I don't really like about this custom is the red lights. That's only because it's flat red and not gloss red. I really need to get some gloss red, but it's sold out everywhere. Why is red sold out everywhere? You can also see some unfortunate scratches on the hinges back here, but that's just inevitable. I mean, I have a custom I'm making right now that's just scratched off all the paint from the hinge, because screw hinges and paints, I guess, but Oh, and the eyes, by the way. Yeah, I painted the eyes white. What? I painted the eyes right. There we go, not white. Yeah, I painted the eyes, and they look good. Oh my god, that's like a 1 in a million chance for my customs. Now, I tried my hardest to get this black stripe around Bulkhead's arm, but because of the greebling and just like how the masking, it kind of just like doesn't look that even on both arms, but I mean, it's still there and it still looks good, so I'm not going to complain. Also, he's supposed to have these like silver stars on his shoulders, but I don't really have stickers for those, so I just painted the 5mm ports in silver just to give that sort of look that he has those stars on his shoulders. Also, rare occurrence here, I gave my custom an Autobot symbol. I don't really give my customs Autobot symbols just because I keep forgetting, but this guy has one, so yay. For the paints I use NATO Green, Sky Blue, Chrome Silver, Gunmetal, Flat Red, and Dark Grey. Oh yeah, and Black. Comparison time! Here he is with GENO, Super Megatron, Optimus Prime, Shockwave, Shattered Glass Optimus, and Bumblebee. Oh boy, I got to talk about the Earthrise Ironhide mold, the most infamous mold. Now, this isn't an Earthrise Ironhide, this is the DK God, so, I will be talking about that version because I don't own Ironhide and I don't really care. I'm not paying those prices. But yeah, DK God, yeah, the black does it, dude. That black, and then the red face.
And the red face!
For some reason, just really pops, and everything to do with this mold is just kind of cool. I mean, I owned the Shatterglass Ratchet for a while that I turned into my Soundwave, and I didn't actually mind the mold. I didn't mind the parts forming, even if it was a bit much. But I don't know, I just kind of liked the shield, and I just liked the way it sort of works, and I do like the Siege Ironhide mold, so just having that, but in more Earth mode, like decals and stuff, yeah, it works. I like it, but it still isn't better than Siege, and it definitely is not better than SSA 6, which is a first for me to say.
So transformation for Bulkhead is pretty much the same as Earthrise Ironhide, but the head does actually fit into the canopy. So yeah, I'm just going to show you. So I believe you rotate it around, and it just fits in like that. So he looks up, and then you close it, and it just works. I'm so happy that it actually fits in, because yeah, like, yes, I could have taken it off. Like, it's just on a Blocky's ball joint, it's not gonna go anywhere. But the fact that it does stay on, it's just so much better. It means there's no real parts forming. It just transforms like a normal transformer. And yeah, it was a kind of like a happy accident, just due to the way I had to attach the head ball joint into the chin of the actual neck. So I think if I attached it by the actual neck, I don't think it would have went in. So hey, at least the transformation works. And for once in my custom life, I don't have to have a parts forming piece for the head, just like I had to do with Swoop. But yeah, if I can peg all this together, the arm this transformation part always troubles me for some reason. But it should be such an easy step, but there we go. Anyways, yeah, I know a thing I haven't talked about in the review is that this part I painted green, just left green, just so it kind of matches the back end, even if the gray fee is just sticking out there. But other than that, if I can just get the windscreen right, there's old mode. Yeah.
In truck mode, he is pretty much just green, but he has more, you know, chrome, silver, and dark gray decals spouting out. No, I did not give him the roof, and I do not plan on giving him the roof because he's not a van. He's a, well, he's probably a van, but he's not an iron van. So yeah, I basically just based it off what William One did on Instagram. He just had like the, you know, the windscreen kind of folded up a little bit differently, but I don't mind it. Yes, the feet kind of do bother me just sticking out there. I mean, I didn't mind it on the Siege because it's Siege, it's Cybertronian, I don't really care. But this is Earth, and why would he have feet just there? I know there's upgrade kits. I know Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer made some kits as well, but again, I don't have a 3D printer and I can't be bothered to buy those kits. I don't want to buy a kit. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the wheels came out. We found the rims being like gunmetal and stuff. It's just really cool. And again, I'm just happy with how he turned out. Although I would have liked maybe a little bit more detail in the old mode, just because it's just all green. And in conclusion, I am very happy with this custom and how the paint turned out. It's definitely, again, one of my better customs that I have made, but again, it could definitely be better. Like, it could definitely have more paint. The black stripes on the arms could definitely do another redo. And the head being off-center is kind of I mean, Hasbro's done that with other official figures before, so it's not like anything's changed, and it's not like it wouldn't be on an official figure, but, you know, this is a custom. I can do what I want, so in a way, I kind of wish it was be better, but again, I'm happy with how he turned out, and I'm happy to have like a pretty decent Bulkhead in my collection, even if Legacy was decent already. It just wasn't Prime. It just wasn't Transformers Prime!